Let me start this video by telling you a story. This story is relevant to this video, do not worry. There is a hidden motive behind telling you this story. And this story is a very real story of my own life. What I'm going to share with you today is something that I achieved as a little girl. And it had a lot to do with some fear that was there in my heart from a very young age. So I'm just going to share with you and you're going to learn something from it. So when I was a little kid, I was very scared of mathematics. I could never score a passing score. I used to always flunk in math, and that was like a way of life for me. Like I knew, and my family knew, that she would be able to score in other subjects, but she cannot do anything about mathematics. No matter what she does with other things, she cannot pass in math. And that is something that I had also accepted as a way of life, as I said, and I believed in it. It was a feeling that I believed in. And I used to say this to myself, that if I want to be promoted to the other class, I'll have to make sure that I do not flunk in any other subject, because then flunking in two would mean that there was no promotion for me. So I had to make sure that I could get a passing score. So yeah, I mean, I was an average student. I picked up a little later, but anyway. So that's how it went on till class 7th. Always flunking in math. Never ever getting a passing score. Then finally class 8th happened. I told this to myself that this time I'm going to try and I'm going to pass in math. And I decided to get a 40 because setting small goals was my thing. It still is. So I set my mind to a 40 and I got a 40, okay, in the very next exams. Then in the next ones, I planned to get a 70. I scored a 70. Then in the next one, I decided to do better and I got an 86. Yeah. And then later on in my class 12th board, so this is a story of over 6 years. And in class 12th, I decided that I'm going to get 100. And you know what? I got 100. So what did we learn from this story? No, my math is strong. Yeah, okay. That wasn't the motive. The motive behind the story was I probably was just scared. I always had that thing in me that I could do very good with math. But I was so scared and I had accepted it as a way of life. And I believed in the thing that, math is not for me. I cannot be good at math. And I accepted it, and that is why I never worked on it. And I always believed that no matter what, I can never actually do well with this. I was so scared to even try. And I believe this is something that is happening with you right now with your English. You're so scared of trying, you're so scared of facing the fear that you have some of you have accepted it as a way of life for you. You believe that everything else will work out for you, but English, good communication in English, good conversations in English are not going to happen for you, which is not true. All you've got to do is you've got to set your mind to try. You have to try. That's all you've got to do. So this is a fear and we acknowledge it. We know it is there. What do we do about it? How do we go about it? Do we accept it or do we move on just the way it is and never ever improve with what we are trying to do and never ever stand at par with the others who are speaking well in English? Should we just give up? I don't think that is the answer that you're looking for. And I'm pretty sure if you click this video, this is not something that you would be expecting from me, right? Yeah, this is not something I'm going to be giving you as well. So I have a set of tips for you. If you follow these tips, I'm sure you're going to improve with that fear that is lying right there in your heart, okay, residing there from so long that it is actually paralyzing you, not letting you move ahead. So what can we do about it? Let's start with what I have to say right in the beginning. The first thing that I have to say to you is the spotlight effect. There is something called the spotlight effect. It means that in our lives, the spotlight is always on us. So in my storyline, in my life story, I have the spotlight on me. I believe that everyone is looking at me. Everyone is thinking about me. I am the most important person in the room. Nobody else has anything else to do in their lives than to think about me. That's not how it is. I'll tell you why. Because in their life story, they have the spotlight on them. For them, they are the most important people. They are not thinking about you. You believe they are thinking about you. but they are not. I'm sorry to disclose this to you, but they are not thinking about you. You feel scared because you give it more importance than you should. And you think the other people also give it more importance than they actually do. So they don't give it that much of importance that you're thinking they are. It's absolutely irrational. That fear in your body, locate it physically. Just understand where that fear is. Probably it's here. It may be in the stomach. It may be somewhere in your hand. I don't know. It may be somewhere here, right? In your torso. There's a good chance that it is somewhere here. Yeah? Locate it physically. It's just a thing. It's just a feeling. It's very irrational. Anybody can get over it. Anybody can. I'm telling you, you can. All you've got to do is you've got to try. Just like that little girl who tried to learn math and she ended up becoming a teacher of math. Similarly, you also have to try. And you've got to try right now. You cannot wait for this age-long wait is not good for you. You waited for so long, you cannot wait any further. You've got to try and start right away. Because this stupid thing that you are carrying in your heart, which is making it heavy, every single day you see somebody talking in English, speaking in English, fluent, it hurts you. It hurts you physically. So in some way or the other, you have to feel that hurt. Whether it is coming from the fear that is residing in your heart, or it is coming from the insult, the embarrassment that is coming to you because you're unable to properly talk in English. In some way or the other, you have to feel the hurt. So I would say rather face the other thing, get over that fear and start talking properly in English, the way you should be. Can you recall all those events which used to make you feel scared and they do not affect you anymore? I'm sure there must be something, there must be, right? So think about those things. Probably there's a good chance that you laugh at those things right now. So they don't mean anything to you, you just laugh at them. And this is going to be one of those things in future. If you start trying now, this is going to be one of those things where you will be sitting in front of the camera talking to maybe 100 people who would be listening to your story and you would be inspiring them, telling them how you can do well too. So this is your time. You are the student. Choose a mentor, choose a teacher and start with that teacher. Okay, be it anyone, be it somebody, you just need inspiration. You don't need too much of guidance. You don't need, there's a lot available on YouTube, right? Too much is available on YouTube regarding the different types of the verbs, the nouns, the sentence construction. So much of stuff is available on YouTube. And that is why I refrain from creating all that on YouTube. Probably I will create something in a private course or somewhere. But on YouTube, my job is to inspire and push you to actually become a better version of yourself. And that is what I'm doing. Every now and then, coming back with something or the other on this topic and trying to just remind you of what your heart really wants. It is just a thing which is happening with you right now. It can be changed. It is not a fact of life. It is not something like gravity, which you cannot deny. Okay? It's something that you can change, you can get over. The environment has changed. Earlier, you were not exposed to the environment where you could be hearing to people who are speaking in English. Now you have all these YouTube channels, you have Netflix, you have so much around you, which was not around earlier. So now you have resources. Now if you start, earlier you may not be able to do it, but now you can. Earlier you couldn't do it, but this time I'm sure you will be able to. But you'll have to dedicate some time. It requires effort. It is something that is out of your comfort zone, but it is very much within your effort zone, assuring you of that. So I guess this was it for today's video, and I hope I could teach you something and I could remind you of your desires, of your just simple thought, this desire of speaking lovely and sounding perfect and sounding attractive, people liking you, people appreciating you, people throwing compliments. This is just something not too far from you. All you've got to do is start moving towards it. Okay? And that's it. That's all I had. And I'm going to wind this video up for you now. Start and share in the comments if your heart feels a little lighter end if you are actually in or not. Just post a comment saying I'm in and I will count you in. Okay? You take care of yourself. Bye bye.